Hi, I'm Francis, the host of this show, Cooking with Dog.
こんにちは。今日は煮込みハンバーグを作ります。たっぷりのソースと一緒にお召し上がりください。
First, let's saute the vegetables for a garnish. Heat a half tablespoon of olive oil in a pan. Add the string bean pods and red bell peppers. When they begin to brown, add about a half tablespoon of water and cover with a lid immediately. Mix lightly midway through and cover again. When the water is reduced and the vegetables become tender to your liking, remove and place them onto a plate. Season with salt and pepper. Toss to coat. Wipe the pan clean with a paper towel. Heat the pan again. Add the butter and coat the pan with it. Either salted or unsalted butter can be used. Add the chopped onion. Half of the onion goes to the hamburg patties and the other half goes to the sauce. Saute the onion until the moisture is reduced and the color turns translucent. The onion can be slightly browned. Divide the sauteed onion in half. For the patties, place half of the onion onto a tray. The remaining onion in the pan is for the sauce. Spread the onion in the tray and refrigerate it until thoroughly chilled. Next, let's make the patties. Add the milk to the soft panko, Japanese breadcrumbs. Stir and moisten the panko evenly. This soft panko is made by grinding regular white bread in a food processor. You can also use packaged soft panko. Add the salt to the ground beef and pork and mix. Mix it thoroughly until the meat becomes gooey. Wearing food-grade gloves will help prevent the meat from getting warm with your hands. Now, it is the right consistency. When the mixture has reached this state, gather the meat to one side. To the empty space, add the chilled onion, soft panko moistened with milk, a small egg, and coarsely ground black pepper. Then, mix only the binding ingredients. Once mixed, combine it with the meat. Mix thoroughly. When combined, divide the mixture into 2 equal portions. Take one half and throw it into the bowl multiple times to remove the air inside. Remove the air from the other half as well. Coat your hands with olive oil. Then, shape the meat mixture into an oval with your hands. The patties should be a little soft, but not too soft. Make the surface smooth. Slightly dent the center and place the patty onto a tray lined with plastic wrap. Shape the other patty as well with olive oil and place it onto a tray. The patty will puff up while cooking, so if you dent it like this beforehand, it will be just the right shape. Let's cook the hamburg steaks. Add a half tablespoon of olive oil to a pan and heat a medium heat. Spread the oil in the pan. Hold each patty in your hand and gently place it onto the pan. For the patties, ground meat with a moderate amount of fat is more tender and tasty than the one with a lot of lean meat. Occasionally rotate the pan to brown evenly. Press in the center of the patties with your fingers again. After about 2 minutes of cooking, gently lift the patty to check the other side. When it browns thoroughly, flip the patties. Cook the other side for 1.5 minutes. Again, rotate the pan to brown the other side evenly. When both sides are well browned, remove the patties and place them onto a tray. It is okay if the meat is not cooked all the way through at this point, as it will be simmered later. Let's make the sauce. This is the chopped onion we sauteed in the butter beforehand. Turn on the burner. Add a half tablespoon of olive oil. This oil is for the mushrooms we will saute next. Distribute the onion. When the onion is warm, add the chopped garlic and mix quickly. Add the bottom mushrooms. The mushrooms are cut into thick slices, since they will become smaller when cooked. When the garlic gives off a fragrant aroma and the mushrooms are coated with oil, add the red wine and cook down the sauce a little. When the alcohol has completely evaporated, add the packaged boiled tomatoes. We finely cut the whole tomatoes with kitchen scissors. Add the sugar to soften the sourness of the tomatoes. Add the tomato ketchup. Ketchup is made from a variety of ingredients, so it adds depth to the flavor. Crumble in the bouillon or consomme cube. Add the water. You can also use a liquid form of Western-style soup stock instead of the bouillon cube and water. Stir well and bring it to a boil. Put the Hamburg steaks back in the pan. They should be almost submerged in the sauce at this point. Use an appropriate size of the pan for simmering. Ladle the sauce over the top. Cover tightly and simmer for 5 to 6 minutes on low heat. Open the lid once halfway through and ladle the sauce over the Hamburg steaks quickly. Use a pan that is just large enough to fit the Hamburg steaks. If the pan is too large, they will not be submerged in the sauce enough, making it difficult to cook through. As a result, you'd need to cook them for a long time and the meat will become tough. When simmered for 5 to 6 minutes, open the lid. The Hamburg steaks seem to be deliciously cooked through. When you are not sure if it is cooked through, skewer the meat with a bamboo stick. If the juices are clear, it is ready. Now, the sauce has thickened and looks delicious. Taste the sauce. Then, adjust the taste with salt and pepper. If the sauce is too loose, try adding a few soft panko to give it an appetizing thickness. Place your favorite amount of pizza cheese on top of the Hamburg steaks. Cover and cook for 1 to 2 minutes until the cheese melts. Now, the cheese is deliciously melted and it is ready. Let's arrange the stewed Hamburg steak. Ladle a generous amount of the sauce along with the mushrooms into a soup dish. Looks so delicious, doesn't it? Place the Hamburg steak in the center. Garnish with the red bell peppers and string bean pods around it. Finally, Sprinkle parsley on top of the cheese and enjoy it with the sauce. When simmering the Hamburg steak, if you cook it over high heat or cook it too long, the meat will become tough and lose savory juices. Simmer the meat just long enough to cook it so that the meat will become tender and juicy.
肉汁たっぷりのハンバーグをうまみたっぷりのソースで煮込みました。美味しいですよ。
If you make your own soft panko, try adding tasty white bread to make the dish more delicious. Good luck in the kitchen!
今日は千葉そごう10階にある桃源でランチしようと思います。ホテル大倉レストラン中国料理の桃源です。ディナーのコース料理はいつか特別な日にいただきたいな。ランチ午前の桃ランチです。品数が多くて定番の中華を楽しむにはぴったりです。このつゆそばは白いご飯をプラス100円でつゆそばに変えていただきました。つゆそばが気になっていたので嬉しい対応です。あっさりしたスープも細い麺も美味しいです。選べるメインはエビチンゲン菜の炒め物にしました。しめじ、パプリカ、ネギも入っています。炒め物の代わりにエビチリも選べます。エビは弾けるようにプリップリで真似のできない美味しさ。エビ好きにはたまりません。スープが美味しいので薄味ですがしっかり美味しいです。チンゲン菜もシャキシャキです。方のものはザーサイで、これがまた塩辛くなくてちょうどいい塩加減で美味しいです。卵スープはしっかりとろみがついて優しい味。使ってるスープが美味しいです。水菜、コーン、わかめ、人参のサラダです。酸味のしっかりしたドレッシングがかかっています。こちらは定番の春巻きとシューマイ。春巻きは皮がパリッパリで美味しいです。大きなシューマイ、ちょっと冷めてしまったけど食べ応えあります。最後はデザートの杏仁豆腐いただきます。もうお腹いっぱいです。どれも優しい味わいで美味しかったです。駅から近いので楽ちん。また来ます。
Thank you so much for watching until the end. Please consider supporting our channel via YouTube. Super thanks. Your subscriptions and likes are much appreciated. Take care everyone. See you.